If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe. Playing the Defenders with Doctor Strange as the leader, Wong, Wolverine, Spider-Man Peter Parker, and bringing in the Beast to help out. I've never played the Defenders before, but I have played Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Beast. Doctor Strange, Andy has played him so many times, and I've always been kind of envious, so I wanted to try him out. Thought I'd see what Wong can do. And the other three, I just thought it was an interesting dynamic and wanted to see how it worked out. My team tactic cards are Advanced R&D, Seven Sons of Cenobus, Pentagram of Farula, Weapon X Program, and Exceptional Healing. Exceptional Healing and Weapon X Program are both Wolverine type cards. I hope I'm not wasting them on one character, two of my cards, but I feel like they'll be a lot of help. Seven Sons of Cenobus and Pentagram of Farla are for Doctor Strange. Andy told me he's never been able to pull off Seven Sons of Cenobus, so that was a challenge for me to try to play it. And Advanced R&D is just always a good idea.
This week I am bringing the Spider Foes, led by Green Goblin himself. I also have Dr. Octopus, Venom, Crossbones, and Sabretooth. Now, Crossbones and Sabretooth, well, they're not really Spider Foes. I think they fought Spider-Man on occasion, but not well known for it. I just needed to fill up my points a little bit. They're people who I wanted to play. It kind of made sense playing Sabretooth versus Wolverine. Crossbones, I just brought him because he's a mercenary. He'll fight for anybody. I've never played the Spider Foes before. I'm not sure what to expect with them, honestly. Their cards look all pretty solid, but, looking on the card and then playing on the table can often be two different things. My team tactics cards are Well-Laid Plans, Exceptional Healing, Lethal Protector, Unearthly Rage, and Disarm. I was a little shocked that they don't have any cards really for the Spider Foes. Well-Laid Plans is the closest thing because it's a Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus card. But as the cards come out, we will talk about them. You've seen Exceptional Healing, you've seen Lethal Protector, you've seen Disarm and Unearthly Rage, so if they come up in the game, we'll talk about them then. Overall, though, I have no real strategy to use them. They'll just be used when it's appropriate.
have priority. Again, Andy.
Yes. You're just jumping right into it, quite literally.
I am. Got it. I rolled for it. So these are...
the traps. I know
traps.
that's not the right token, but I thought they looked like traps.
They do. They do look like traps. So I rolled for that trap and I got it.
Also, I understand that is the Hex token as well, but I had way more of them than I had Defenders, so for now the Defenders are Hex.
And a second action, I'm just moving.
Alright. Moving over, we're going to start out with some Venom, get an easy trap. Even though he's a slow mover, that did not matter in this map. And I am using the Web Warriors token for Spider Foes because they don't have their own tokens as well. But we knew what each other was, so it was no big deal.
Okay, so Wolverine. And I am moving him up to get that spell book. That counts as 1 victory point.
Yep.
At in the cleanup phase.
Yeah, you're not messing around.
No, last time I screwed myself out of a hammer, I think. So.
Yeah, you did. All right, now going with my other slow guy. I wasn't even sure he could make it up to the trap, but he worked just fine. I want to play him again. Crossbones is an interesting character. He can do some stuff. So, for not a whole lot of power as well. So, I thought, let's give him another shot there. And I got that trap as well.
Speaking of characters that we love, Beast. Look how pretty he is. He's so blue. And I'm rolling for the trap. We've had a lot of viewers ask what characters we like to play. I love Beast. I rolled a skull there. When he rolled, if you roll at least 1 skull, you get a power. So he's usually pretty good on power, and he's just got a lot of cool moves.
Yeah, he's just an overall good guy. So speaking of scientists, I'm going to move Doc Ock. He is a web crawler, so that building is no big deal for him. I thought originally I was going to shoot at Wolverine because I do have a range 4 laser attack, but that costs 2 power. So that was a no-go. I opted instead just to position myself in a better area, but I do have the book, which was the big thing. Don't know if it's the best thing giving it to him, but he has it, and I'm going with it. We'll see what happens.
I got a little ahead of myself there. Andy's like, slow down, go back. I didn't catch that. So I'm moving Doctor Strange up to get the book. This is the first time I've played Doctor Strange. I've played against Doctor Strange many times, and he's always been super annoying, so I'm giving it a shot. I want him near his other team members, but I didn't want to put him too far out there.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. I didn't know there's a reason for that, but we're about to find out why. So Sabretooth, last time I played him, I think I moved him medium, which was my mistake. But now he's set up ready to tango, if you will, with a few of the defenders there.
Okay, Wong. So, wasn't sure how Wong was going to do. So I was starting to move him up and then realized that I needed an action to meditate, get a power, and then I used Faithful Assistant to give a power to Wolverine.
So to clarify, you did not actually move a second time.
Correct. I did not move a second time.
All right. And now I've got the Green Goblin. He was another one I wasn't sure of. This is my first time playing him. He's got an interesting set of rules, and he's got an interesting leadership ability. I wanted to give it a try, but I wasn't totally thrilled with him.
All right, round 2.
Lovely view of the city there.
Isn't it?
It's a delightful day for chaos.
Such a nice day to go to the movies, Andy.
Indeed. And hey, look at that billboard there. What a fantastic billboard.
It's beautiful. Okay, so Wolverine is going to attack Sabretooth with Adamantium Slash. And I rolled a wild, which means I get Pierce and Bleed.
I only rolled 1 shield here. So, bye-bye shield. 2 damage. But I am aggressive, so I'm doing my aggressive move right here.
All right, so I'm doing the best at what I do. So I get a charge. Couldn't think of the word for a minute. And if I roll a wild in this attack, which is the adamantium attack again, if I roll a wild, it counts as 2. So for every wild, it's 2 successes. So this is the first time I said a bad word because I rolled no wilds.
Yet.
And still no wild. But it was a good roll.
It was. Now, Dr. Octopus gets 1 power for each critical for scientific hubris, so that gave me a couple power there. And it is my turn now. It's time to let the beast on my side unleash the beast. That's what we're trying to say here, and that's Sabretooth. I'm going for Doctor Strange there because he needs to be dealt with big time. There's so much he can do, it's not even funny. So I'm just going to start out with a Claw Slash first. It's very similar to the Adamantium Slash, and it's good. No wilds, but I did do 4 damage there. So 2 got through. I'm opting to do a Savage Predator attack now, which is his stronger attack. And not bad. No wild still, but 2 criticals right off the bat. So I would have liked to have gotten a wild because that would have allowed me to follow up with a Claw Slash. But it worked out. And I did a couple damage. Now, since he was just fresh on his unhealthy side, I didn't get a healing factor 1 for that, but I would have.
Okay, so I'm moving Doctor Strange into position. He is within 2 of 2 non-dazed allied characters, and I am going to use the card 7 Sons of Cinnabus.
You need to say it right. 7 Sons of Cinnabus!
I'm gonna let you do that, Andy. I don't think I could do it justice. And so what that is, it's a Beam 5 Strength 8 attack for 0 power. And if I do damage to either Sabretooth or Venom, they automatically get Incinerate. So that was a really good roll.
Now that's a team tactic card. You need.
Yes, that is a team tactic card. So looks like 6 damage.
Yeah, you. Oh no! This is before you dazed me. You just dazed me now.
Yep. All right, so Venom. And I'm thinking this is an energy attack, and Venom only has 2 defense, and just kind of an uninspiring roll.
Totally bombed that roll.
But he did get, what is it, 1 damage? Or
2 damage, and I am incinerated. You did have to pay 3 power for that.
Yes.
That wasn't free. You just have to be with it too as well, but you did pay.
You're right. Yeah.
So now I'm using the Mystic Beam. I have a book, and this is so much fun. We use the books a lot in this game. So I'm using a Mystic Beam to hit Wolverine and Beast. Starting with Wolverine. Pretty decent hit. And a really good save. But I did get Scientific Hubris for that, so that's good. He can really rack up the power. Now Beast. Not great, but not great defense either. So, and then I decided to throw a car at Wolverine because I can. I think I probably should have thrown the book stand. I think that was a size 3. Now I think about it, but oh well. You didn't dodge any of it, so I hit you for 3 damage with that car. So totally worth it.
Alright, Beast versus Dr. Octopus. Animalistic freestyle. This is my favorite attack. Yes, it is 4 power, but he gets a free move action at the end of the attack, which to me it's totally worth it. Also, since he gets power when he rolls a skull, he usually is doing okay on power.
Yeah, you rolled skulls quite a bit.
So as my move action, I am moving over there by Crossbones. Another thing is that your character should have gotten the bleed, and I'm pretty sure he did. So acrobatic strike.
I honestly don't remember if he bled or not.
Yeah, me neither. I can't remember if we did that.
So 4 damage, and I block 3 of it, so 1 damage to me. And Crossbones is aggressive too.
Okay, roll for the trap, and I got it.
Yeah, we were trap winning fools in this game. Alright, so now it's the Green Goblin. Just flying around up there. And I spot wee Peter Parker below. So, Pumpkin Bomb. Yeah, it's a strength 4. It can do some cool stuff. And I do have the Nemesis rule for Peter Parker. I'm not sure how well this would work on anybody else, but it works pretty decently on Peter Parker for that reason. So Spider-Man, Peter Parker. So again, it's 4 dice, and if I roll wild, I can apply an effect, which was going to be Incinerate. Not would be, it is Incinerate. And you only block 1 of that. So I use Oscorp weaponry to make you re-roll that die. And well, actually, I get re-rolled, and I rolled a wild for you. Not exactly going to plan there. Then there's your spider senses. And I totally didn't forget to do that arch-nemesis roll, which I did right now. But you're on fire. And I was able to grab that trap.
I was not that impressed with Peter Parker this game. And honestly, I hate to say this about him, but I don't think he's worth 4. I don't know. I liked Miles better. So, and Miles is only 3, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought Miles was a lot more fun to play. Maybe it was just this game, but I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, that's coming from a non-competitive.
I know. I just play to have fun. So, yeah, I'm just like,
Alright, so you did capture the trap. So Venom's up. And Venom is using his symbiote tendrils on the Wolverine. I never do very well with the symbiote tendrils. Don't know why. I love Venom. I just don't have a lot of success with him when I play with him. But this wasn't too bad. 3. And you're bleeding. And it all went through. So I believe that... Oh no, it was going to daze you and then you use exceptional healing. That's right. Stupid exceptional healing. Yeah, you would have been dazed.
You have that card too, Andy.
I do. So we're not sure what happened here, but the camera's blurry for the next 3 minutes, and we apologize for that.
All right, so Wong meditates. Again, I chose Wong just to try him out. I don't know if it was worth it. I guess we'll see how the game goes.
So you meditated and healed Doctor Strange.
Yes.
So now it's up to the crossbones. And I'm just going to punch him in the face, because that's what Crossbones does.
That's rude.
It is, but he does it anyways. He's a mercenary, what can you say? So 1 damage. I kind of bloodied your nose. Now I'm going for an overpowered punch because I wanted to throw him so bad. I really, really wanted to throw a beast. You need a wild to do that. It's strength 5, and you need a wild. Got my wild. She blocked it all. And then she gave me some very crushing news. Yeah, beast is size 3. I can only do this with size 2 or less. Oh, I was so upset. Made me cry a little bit.
Just another reason I love Beast.
Yeah, he's beefy. But I did capture the portal back. And that's the end of the round.
Round 3. And things are really not going as well for me as I had hoped. This is my first time playing the Defenders, and their leadership ability, I think it's good, but it's not really been working for me. Either I didn't have a power to pay for it, or just, it wasn't really a thing. So I'm playing Weapon X Program. Wolverine or Sabretooth can use this card, and you pay 3 power, and it's like a free, you can throw yourself. You don't get damage or anything if you hit a character or terrain. And I'm going to use the Spellbook Beam 3 attack. Dr. Octopus is first. Not great.
Those 3 skulls mean I'm dazed.
So, yeah, I only needed 2, I guess. And Venom, wow, I'm not rolling very well.
And Venom is rolling energy defense really, really well.
I know, it's weird.
It's like, whoa! I blocked all that
And he
energy.
only had 1 defense because he was incinerated, right? So, that's interesting.
So the book gets moved. Now, I'm going to do so many snacks here. It was more or less just a see what happens move. It's a retaliation, which is always good, and I had enough power for We Are Venom, which is the Venom's more powerful attack, and it heals them. I had 2 damage on me at this point, and I rolled really well. And she didn't. We were both, I think, a little shocked. So I healed the 2 points of damage I had, and I ended up dazing Wolverine there before he could do his second action.
And what was that called that I used to add dice to?
Horgoth's Hoary Wisdom from
Right.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, so I even used that. It did me no good. But that is the great thing about Doctor Strange, is when he's near his team, he can do all kinds of neat things for them. So I do love Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's very good. So moved Venom up, and now I'm just going to do a Symbiote Tendrils on Doctor Strange. I just realized Doctor Strange's sash and Venom's tongue kind of looks the same.
They called each other.
Yeah, they did. All right. So you're bleeding. That's 4 damage right now. One is kind of shiny, but it's 4 damage, and he's bleeding, which is good.
Good for you. All right, Beast. Acrobatic strike. So 2, and you block 1. Okay, so I'm throwing a car at Crossbones. And wow, that's
Perfect dodge. I don't know how that happened. But you grab the portal.
Grab the portal.
And you still have an action.
So I'm using animalistic freestyle because I want to move at the end of this.
Good hit.
Yep, 4.
5. But I do have Inured to Pain, which allows me to reduce the damage by 1, so I took 3 instead.
And I am moving him short because I rolled a wild, but he has
Aggressive.
aggressive, so he's moving right back.
Like a bad boomerang.
And then I'm moving him for his movement after his attack. And he's gonna grab that spell book.
So now Sabretooth is going to attack Doctor Strange with a claw slash. Again, this has Pierce. Doesn't matter, though. 2 crits, though.
Sabretooth was really good in this game.
He was on fire. He was pretty darn good, yes.
Because last time you played him, I was kind of unimpressed.
Me too. This game, wow. So you used Eye of Agamotto to try to stop some of this damage, and did not end up helping you at all. So you got dazed, and now it's time for Savage Predator on the Beast. Alright, so 7 dice. Not good, but I got a wild, so that means I get my claw slash at least. And you blocked all that, so no damage so far to Beast. Is it skulls for you that gives you your power?
If he rolls at least 1 skull, he gets a power.
And my claw slash was just as impressive. At least pierced you, and you're bleeding.
Another thing Beast can do is stars and garters, and I didn't use that this whole game. I'm not really sure why, if I was just kind of saving my power. All right, at this point, I'm starting to regret using Wong. You know, he's okay, and he did just heal Beast for 2, I believe. But I don't know if it was worth it.
Yep. So, Crossbones, yeah, you didn't move. Crossbones grabbed that first trap right there. He's just kind of left to his own right here, so why not? And he's going to mosey on over there and try to grab that trap as well. And I did, just barely. But I grabbed both traps.
Okay, Peter Parker is going to strike Green Goblin. 2 so far. And you blocked it. I use advanced R&D. I'm wanting to. Peter Parker needed some power.
Yeah, for that impact webbing.
He didn't need it for that. Wondering if I think I was going to use it for a throw, but then I ended up, if you roll a wild, you can push. So that's what I ended up using it for. I guess I didn't need the power after all. But I wanted him off that objective.
And I wanted to come back.
But you had to waste an action to do it, didn't you?
I did have to waste an action to do it, yeah. You might have been in 4, but no, I needed to come back. I needed that portal. Unfortunately, I wasted all of my power on Night of the... Well, not wasted. I used it all on Night of the Green Goblin. It's a very good attack. It's you can choose either energy or physical, which didn't matter for Spider-Man. And then you poison and incinerate automatically. And since he's my arch-nemesis, I get to reroll all my dice. And I rolled really well. 4 damage.
Round 4.
I've caught up. I was a little shocked.
I love the aesthetics of this game. Everything's just so bright.
Very cheerful as we beat the crap out of each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a weird camera angle there.
Yeah, it is weird. Okay, Doctor Strange. Crimson Bands of Cintarak.
Sidorak.
Sidorak. Is that how you say it?
Yep.
So if you roll a, what is it, a wild,
A hit and a crit. All
yeah.
3 of those.
Then it's like you can put an activation on the opponent. Otherwise, if you do any damage, it's just, they're staggered. I believe you have to do damage. I need to look at the card again, but. So I decide I'm going to re-roll, or use Eye of Agamotto to re-roll.
And holy crap, did you do it?
I did it. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. So now he is just activated.
And hurt pretty badly.
Hurt pretty badly. So I'm gonna do it to try to have the same kind of luck with Sabretooth. But even if you don't get the Mystic, what is it?
The binding.
The binding. It's still cool because they get stagger.
Yeah, it's a powerful attack.
And I don't think you do have to do damage to get stagger, do you?
I don't think so.
I need to look at the card.
Nope. So I did get my retaliation. That is Untamed Force. By the way, did you know the Sidorak that it's referencing is actually the god Sidorak that Juggernaut uses as his patron god to get his powers? Same god.
Huh.
Yep, so Doctor Strange grabbed it from him. So, not too impressive, but it was just a little bit of damage. You made me lose an attack, basically, so, or an action. So, this just felt good. I just wanted to beat up the bald guy there for some reason. I don't know why. It just felt like the right thing to do.
I'm not really sure what that says about you, Andy. Poor defenseless, practically defenseless Wong over there.
I know, the big bully,
Just
Crossbones.
trying to be a good guy and help his friends.
Hey, Baldy, jab to the face. Ugh.
Yeah, Crossbones looks like a bully.
He does. He totally does. So I just dazed Wong.
We can laugh now, or I can laugh now. You were probably laughing then.
Yeah, I was chuckling.
I was like, why did I choose Wong?
I know, right? Okoye would have stopped that.
I know, right? Okay, Beast is going to use the spell book on Sabretooth and Venom. I was really, I didn't know if this was the right idea. Rolled terribly. So you blocked it. The 1 damage. Venom. Better, way better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I accidentally rolled that second one, but yeah, you totally dazed him. He was toast.
Okay, so animalistic freestyle. Again, this is my favorite attack by Beast. And look, you used, except that was so annoying.
See, that's how it feels with you
Yeah.
and your Odin's blessing and
Yeah,
exceptional
I got
crap.
paid back for that.
But since you did do a damage to me, I still got my no mercy back on you, so. And I would have done well if you hadn't rode so flippin' well. Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Seriously, don't want to hear it.
So you did push me back, but and you're gonna see this is off camera. I do have aggressive, so I'm gonna move right back. But we pan the camera before you see that. So I'm moving now with him. And you get to move too.
So after my attack, I do get to move. Yeah, I'm looking for dice right now.
You got it! Yay! So, Sabretooth, getting rid of that stagger. Now I'm eyeing old Strangey Poo there. The doctor is no longer going to be in. So, 1 attack. Strange is... Oh, and I'm using no mercy on this one. So,
That was a good roll, Andy.
yeah, so basically up to 3 dice. If you add 1 for every damage they have on them. So, yeah, it was a very, very solid hit. And the doctor is out.
All right, Wolverine. So 3. You block 1, so let's see. Rolled a 1.
Yeah, I'm getting the power left and right with those Hubert. Actually, no, I didn't because, yeah, you pierced me here. So, yeah, you hit me for 4. Good solid hit.
Well, that was a terrible roll.
Your dice abandoned you. Yeah, you should have totally knocked him out. Yeah. I barely survived that one on 1 stamina. But yeah. So now I'm moving to grab the book. I thought I had it first for a second, and I realized I was too far away. And here's the other annoying thing about Dr. Octopus. He gets 6 stamina on his unhealthy side. So even though I moved an attack and I'm going to take 1 for bleeding, I still have 1 left. So I'm using Strike because when I roll a wild, it counts as 2 damage, not just 1. So I actually ended up doing 1 point of damage to Wolverine there, which was pretty cool.
That was irritating because he had a lot of damage.
He should have been gone.
Yeah, he should have been. All right, Spider-Man, impact webbing, which has the if you roll a wild, he can be thrown, which is what I want to do. I want to get him off that objective.
Thrown or pushed? Pushed.
Oh, it's pushed. I'm sorry. That's what I meant. He does have a throw. if I hadn't rolled a wild, I could have done that.
I am still at the bottom. I just didn't have a good picture.
So taser webs. Whoa.
Every time you say taser webs, I think of Taserface from Guardians of the Galaxy. But yeah, I rolled 5 crits. I have never rolled 5 crits in my life. Oh my goodness, this is just pure madness.
I was really hoping I would daze him.
So I just grabbed the portal back. I'm sorry, the trap back. Even though that shot does not show that. This is a pumpkin bomb. When I roll wild, I don't think I mentioned earlier, that's when I can choose if it's energy or physical. So it didn't matter. He's 3/3. No damage, but that is the end of the game. 12-16. Spider foes take it. So that was kind of unexpected. And that maybe is not a great statement because I didn't know what to expect with the spider foes. However, I thought that the defenders would kind of smash them. And there's some good resiliency on the spider foes, especially when you're playing Green Goblin against Spider-Man Peter Parker. That arch-nemesis thing really does keep him occupied. And that was kind of a surprise. However, I think it's completely fair to say your dice abandoned you about halfway through that game.
Yeah, I rolled really badly towards the end. And also just I learned some things like I was thinking afterwards, Peter Parker shouldn't have played your game. I should have just moved him after Venom moved after that off of that one objective and was doing other stuff. I should have just, moved him over there by where Venom was and gotten that portal, and instead of just staying there and playing with Green Goblin. And I was kind of regretting playing Peter Parker anyway. I think that there are a lot of even 3-point characters that honestly are better. So probably won't be playing Peter Parker a whole lot. Sorry, Peter Parker.
So that's basically 5 points that were kind of wasted for you in one sense.
I mean, in one sense, I wouldn't say Peter Parker was wasted, but I did feel like Wong was not worth it. If I had to do it over again, because that was 6 points. Peter Parker and Wong were 6 points.
Oh, sorry, 6, that's right.
I feel like, I could have just pulled in either 2 3-point characters, or if I had kept Wong,
Daredevil's one you were looking at.
Daredevil, or, had a, mix it up differently and given Doctor Strange a gem, make him a little more powerful. So, I don't know. Mistakes were made, but, I did like playing the defenders. Also, I didn't really use their leadership ability, though.
No, but that didn't really come into play a whole lot, because weirdly, and this honestly was not intended, my Mystic defense was right on par with most of my energy and physical.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there were maybe 1 or 2 people that had like a 2, but for them, it wasn't worth making a mystic
No,
attack.
because you had to pay a power to change the attack. And I remember one time when I was going to, I was like, I don't really have enough power to do that. Or I didn't want to, I felt like it was a waste.
Yeah, it's not like Mystic Hulk, where you get a strength 9 or 10 attack that's mystic, and somebody has a 2 mystic defense.
Yeah.
There was no incidences like that in this game, so.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was interesting playing Doctor Strange, and you've played him more than me, so I've got a little inexperience there, but he's pretty cool. And, like, the way that the game was set up, you know, the way the map was, he was pretty close to all of his team, which is what I wanted, because that's where he's most helpful, is when he's near his people.
And I tell you what, I was cheering just as much as she was when she pulled off 7 Sons of Cinnabis. We had talked about it earlier, and I mentioned her. I've taken it multiple times and never pulled it off. So that was her one determination. She was going to pull it off, and
Yes.
she did very, very well.
And that is another thing that I didn't do that I was wishing I had, was play the portal, the
Pentagram of Fara la 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 la.
And there was like a time that I should have done it and used it to get another trap, and I just didn't think about it, or it was too late, something happened. And so that was the only card I didn't use, though. I was proud of myself for almost using all my cards.
Yeah, I mean, it was a new team. Now, you played a lot of these people before, but never played them together like this, and that makes a difference with Doctor Strange. You can really kind of turtle up together, and by that I mean you can keep your people together. In between Wong and Doctor Strange, keep your people pretty well healed if you need to. And that's just, it takes a little practice, so it's not as simple as just making sure everyone's close. You've got to really manage your power well.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you've got Horgoth's Hoary Wisdom, which does add defense, but again, you're draining the power from Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange needs a lot of power.
And you gained a lot from your from rolling those shields, but you used it all too because you were trying to keep things powered up and people alive, and yeah, so it takes a little bit of time.
Yeah,
so
it takes some managing and getting used to, but I do like Doctor Strange. I'm always afraid of him when I play against you.
And like I said, I also want to comment, I think it's important to know that we are highly, highly, highly uncompetitive players, especially with each other, in the sense of we're not going to min-max our teams. We want to play with fun people. We might play with the underdogs. So when Dinky says she doesn't want to play Spider-Man, honestly, that says a lot about just his overall mechanics and points cost. And it is what it is. We don't like to critique. This game is built very, very well, and maybe a tweak here and there. I complain about Hulk a lot. So when you say Peter Parker didn't work, you know, I think that's kind of a profound statement from you, because you know you make people work at this game. So,
Well, I think that it was just one of those things that I felt like he wasn't that fun. And maybe I'm being unfair, and maybe I need to play him a little bit more. But I was thinking the whole time, I wish I had Miles instead, you know, or some other.
Daredevil. I
Yeah.
know that's what you mentioned a lot too.
At first, I was gonna play Daredevil because I just think he's fun. But I like the characters that are fun and you can move around and you know, when you say we're not competitive players, but we do like to beat each other.
Well, and again, that means list building, not when it comes to
Right.
No, we definitely are.
But
each
the
other's
best
throat.
thing is if you're playing an underdog and you beat the other person. I love that.
Like when Bullseye took out Ghost Spider, that was pretty cool. No, the best one ever was when Wong slapped Cyclops and dazed him, like
Yeah.
many, many moons ago.
Uh-huh.
That was fun. Wong. Oh, Wong. But yeah, so that was a fun game. I don't think I want to play Spider Foes again until Carnage and Mysterio come out, especially Carnage, because I think that's going to be a lot of fun. This list is not a whole lot. There's 4 characters out. Kingpin was the one that I could have used but didn't. I just didn't feel like that was a good fit for this, which is why Crossbones and who was my other person in there? That was why am I going blank on that? Sabretooth, duh. That's why they were added. Now Carnage, I think, is going to do some nasty things. I hope he does at least. I think Black Cat's also allowed in, so I will revisit them again when they come out, but I probably won't play them until then. But I do hope you play the Defenders again, because I definitely want.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
So with that, we've got some fun things lined up next. Looking forward to some Inhuman versus Brotherhood action.
Yep.
So that will be fun. We really appreciate all the comments we got over the last few videos, all the support we're getting. It's really awesome. We super appreciate it. And, you know, we will do our best to make sure that every one of our videos is entertaining. With that, anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, you all have a great time, and we'll see you next video.
Bye.